Hello. All right, so today we're going to be working on another touch bar. This here is a beautiful touch bar motherboard. Look at it. Look at it. It's pretty. Look at that pretty motherboard. So we're going to be trying to figure out what's wrong with this and why it's dead. It looks very clean, so it's probably not going to be a fun one. So let's try and figure out why it is that this touch bar board is dead. We excited? Are we set? So let's take a look through this schematic in the board view here. Just make sure that this new Paul Daniels software is working the way it's supposed to. Today, I'm not going to shill Paul Daniels until I have a successful board repair, because I need to get a successful board repair video on the main channel that includes a shill of Paul. So this is an 820.000.00281, should I say properly. And the first thing that we need to do is find the list of power rails. And I believe that that's going to be on page 100 or so. Damn, Paul's new software scrolls fast. Look at that scrolling. That is some next level scrolling. God bless you, Dub Monster. Hello, TCRS. How are you all doing? How's everybody? Having a good day? Hopefully you're having a better day than Paul doing iPhone 7 boot loopings and me doing touch bars. So the first rail that we need to figure out here, find here, is PP-Bus G3 Hot. So where is PP-Bus G3 Hot, and where will we find that? PP-Bus G3 Hot is going to be located right over here on C8008. Let's take a look at what that looks like under the microscope. What do we get under the microscope for PP-Bus G3 Hot? PP-Bus G3 Hottery. It looks like we get 0.39 volts, which is a far cry from the 13.1 volts the schematic says we're supposed to be getting. So I'm going to unplug the power for a moment there and see if we got a short to ground by putting the multimeter into resistance mode. And it seems like the resistance to ground here is 140 ohms, which seems low, but this is one of those BS times where it's low, but it's not low enough that it's really going to get warm. That sucks. Someone says, hello, can you talk about SPI keyboard trackpad issues on 2936 boards? Those use USB, not SPI. So, nothing for me to say there. Stop trolling us with features we can't have. You can have these features. You just have to give Paul Daniels money. And he's going to have it commercially available soon. Don't delay. Send money to Paul Daniels today. All right, so this is do you understand why I say that this is going to suck? See this? That is not really a short circuit, but it's not really good either. So 144 ohms is going to be a big troll. So if I try to heat that up, if I put voltage into that, it's barely going to get... nothing's really going to happen. Something may happen, but nothing crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look around the board first and see if anything looks nasty, and we'll go from there. So you tell me if you see anything that looks nasty. I'd really like to try and figure out this one before Paul fixes his boot looping. You gave up on the boot loop, but that's such an excellent way to spend time.
Gave up on the boot loops for something that might be fixable.
What's wrong with that one?
Not charging. No, wait, it just started charging.
It fixed itself, you say? So this board looks nice so far. No liquid, nothing blown up on it. This looks like a happy little board. Look at this happy little board. All right. Oh, we got to do some real troubleshooting. All right, PP Bus G3 hot. Let's find PP Bus G3 hot. Where's the circuit that's going to create you? Hey ho, the mistletoe. Dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even think it grows. Da 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 da. Playing any reindeer games. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you climb my sleigh tonight? And all the reindeer loved him. Rudolph. Okay, so these fuses sit between the PP Bus G3 hot on the system and these set the chip that's creating PP Bus G3 hot. So I want to figure out where my short circuit is. Is my short circuit on the system side or is it on the creation side? Because we're getting 120 ohm to ground short to ground here, but where is that short to ground? This is the confusing part here. So I need to figure out where my short to ground actually is. And I think that my short to ground is on the system side, but I'm kind of hoping it's on the ISL side since that would make it easy. So what I'm going to do to try to figure out what side the short is on is remove F7000 and F7001, because this will allow me to more easily figure out if my short is on the system side or on here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to turn on my Quick, and I'm going to sing myself some Christmas songs. I like Christmas music. Jingle bells, jingle. Thank you, Dub. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a carriage plated in gold, paid for by Jessa Jones's money from iPad Rehab. All right, let's see what side our short circuit's on. Where are you betting? Is the short circuit on the system side or the creation side? Over here on the left. The left is 55 ohms, and the right is 2.1 4 kilo ohms. More kilo ohms. Killing it with the kilo ohms here. Look at Paul Daniels' software try to register kilo ohms and keep blinking on and off. This is not getting what I paid for here. Paul, I'm not getting what I paid for here. No, he probably went to sleep. He'll rage when he wakes up and sees this, though. I hope he knows I appreciate everything that he does. So if we look on the schematic in the board view, you'll see that our short circuit, which is on the left, is on the creation side of PP Bus G3 Hot. And that means that it could be anything on the board. So to try and solve this problem, we're going to inject some voltage into the board and try and see what gets warm. And pray that it's not the CPU. It would suck if it was the CPU. Thank you. You're awesome. Oh, awesome. I should put that around the...
Yeah, I'm about to do that right now.
Where's yours?
I'm running to my Nook right now.
Oh. Wait, so you take it out of the Nook every time you want to...
Yep.
Jesus.
But the Nook has Wi-Fi, so...
Oh, that's not too terrible. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Wait, why am I using a micro pencil?
This is so janky.
What? That connector? Oh yeah, that is a janky. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Voltage. We're going to start at a nice low voltage and go up from there. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn on this beautiful thermal camera. Did I just call this thing beautiful? Damn it. Paul really wants me to like the thermal camera. He likes the thermal camera. I think it's... Huh? I definitely got what I paid for out of it. So I suppose I should take off the CPU heatsink before I get started with the damn thermal camera. Twitch mail came quicker than YouTube notification. Huh. Go Twitch. I'm planning to start micro-soldering as a hobby, and with some luck hoping to get good at it. As my first boss in the music industry said, you make your own luck. You make your own luck. So, have you ever burned your hands or pants with a soldering iron? Yes. It's painful. My school blocks all video suggestion notifications. Even though I have good grades, I'm lucky that I saw the feed. Why are you watching this at school? Go back to your prison. Go back to your mandated and publicly funded prison. I mean school. Where you're going to learn all sorts of important things that are going to make you so valuable in the job market that the government will never have to have a minimum wage. Okay. Ha! Lol. Okay. So where is the thermal cam? Ah, this is thermal cam. Wait, thermal cam? Yeah, PCB client. There we go. So, wear warm. Let's see. First, I have to orient this thing properly because this is driving me nuts. So no. Okay, so this is the right orientation. There we go. So it looks like something over here is the hot spot. When I hit the button, something over there is 34 Celsius while the rest of the board is 31. And if I were to take that voltage and up it a little more, it would probably become more obvious. So let's just take it up to something more, a little higher. And let's go on the other side of the board. And this looks like a board for Paul. So, what's getting boiling hot? The die of the PCH. Great. All right. What sends power to you? Maybe it's your MOSFETs that are getting warm. That's just great. Oh. So, U1100. So what's going to power U1100? Because that's probably what's broken right now. Let's see. All right. PDF. What from PP Bus G3 hot could possibly be getting warm, making the PCH hot? So there's something making the PCH warm that's powered from PP Bus G3 hot. So let's see, what power rails go to the PCH? We have PP1VO underscore sus. Where does that come from?
I'm gonna give you something, but
PP1VO sus. I'm not used to not being able to click next. How do you click next? There's no next.
it's really annoying.
Please. Uh, okay, I'll just scroll through every page, and eventually I'm sure I'll find it. No, screw that. We're gonna find it this way. PP1VO underscore sus. Not from that. Not from there. Maybe from you? Okay. So this takes this takes PP3V3 S5 and turns it into PP1VOSL. But still, that doesn't make sense. Because PP3V3 S5 comes from PP bus G3 hot, but why is the PCH the hottest thing? That doesn't make a damn bit of sense. Let's see, which rail is the one? Let's take another look at this thing under the thermal camera, see if there's any other better hints. It's this. What's that little bastard? Is it actually the PCH, or is it something on this side of the board, though? Yeah, because it's this entire square of the board. So it's clearly the chip. But my question is, how does PP bus G3 hot getting to that chip? It would have to be that some rail that turns PP bus G3 hot into something for the PCH is shorted because of some transistor that's always on, but I need to figure out which power rail that is. And thank God we started at a low voltage like 1. It's not the PCH, it's just the reflection of the thermal camera. I don't think that's the case. Let's see if let's see what happens if I touch it with my lips. PC board troubleshooting 101. This is ESD safe. Totally ESD safe. Yeah, it's definitely the PCH. Definitely the PCH. That's warm. That's not a reflection of the thermal cam. So now we have to figure out which one of the power rails has a shorted transistor. Because what's happening is one of the power rails for the PCH has a shorted transistor for creating it. So let's see, it's power. So I'm guessing it's going to be PP1V5, PP1VS5 maybe? PCH, PP1V. Now I got to open a separate schematic because I don't have a Control F feature in this one. We can always bother Paul for that once I'm a paying customer. Okay. 820000281. Where's that? Okay, PP1V underscore S5 underscore PCH. So what's going to make this? I'm looking for some power supply that's created by a set of transistors that switch PP bus G3 hot to make it PP1V5 S5. But I can't see where that comes from.
Oh, so you were looking at the. I didn't recognize that it was an connection. That it's a whole front.
See this? So many things it could possibly be. Huh?
Did you melt that speaker? Something called a shift.
PP1V.
Now I lost my machine.
Is it possible that PCH is already full dead with excessive voltage? Oh, absolutely. Ah, damn it. I can't find anything in the list. There's got to be a rail that powers the PCH that, except for Let me just go back to looking on my schematic.
How the heck did I end up with 3 tweezers? I ended up with 3 tweezers yesterday. They're not mine. Well, you get an extra one now. If you want it.
I'm confused. Ah, what are you doing on here? Wrong screen. Window capture, Sumatra. Okay, so I saw PP1V8 sus. That goes to the PCH, but that's HD. So where does this come from? Okay, so these are where all the power rails are going to the PCH. So I have to find which one of these is created from PP bus G3 hot. So let's get this going. So I see that on page 16. Page 16 is the page that lists all the power rails going to the PCH. PP3V3S5 could be shorted to ground. I mean, not shorted to ground. PP3V3S5 could be shorted to PP bus G3 hot. So I'm going to check that one because that would explain our issue. Let's see. PP3V3 sus is used. PP1V8 sus is used. PPDC PRTC PCH is used. PP3VO G3 hot is used. All right, so we're going to have to check the resistances between each one of these power rails and ground. That's going to be fun. So let's go to page 16. All right. Put the thermal camera aside for the time being. And look. Okay. So first up, PP3V3 S5. I want to see if any of these rails is shorted to PP bus G3 hot. If they are, that means we have a transistor that's stuck on all the time when it's not supposed to be. So check the resistance, and as I measure, pay attention. All right. PP bus G3 hot, and the other one is PP3V3S5. 3.9 million ohms. Okay, so that's not it. Next up, PP1VO sus. PP1VO sus. Okay, let's see if this one is shorted. Okay, 0.4 ohms. So we have a 0.4 ohm short between PP1VO sus and PP-G3 hot. So now we have to figure out how PP1VO sus is created. PP1VO sus is created by this buck converter with U7800. So U7800 is going to use U8000 to take PP-G3 hot and turn it into slices for PP1VO sus. So we're going to have this 13 volts, and it's going to be 13 volts, 0, 13 volts, 0, 13 volts, 0. That's what this little transistor here is going to do. It's going to turn on, off, on, off, on, off. And that transistor is controlled by U7800. That's going to go through the coil and get smoothed out by the capacitors and be a nice, smooth 1 volt. The problem here, and the reason PP-G3 hot has a short, is that this transistor is stuck, and it's on all the time. So this transistor is always on. So whatever is going through this is going to go here, which is bad because that means that voltage was getting directly injected into the PCH, which means my PCH probably got a shot of 13 volts, which means that with this machine it's most likely dead. But let's not call that yet. So let's look up where what U8000 looks like, see where that is, and see if we have any type of donor, which I probably don't have a donor for this type of board yet, but let's see. So U8000 is going to be on the top side of the board, right over here, up and to the right of where I soldered my wire. So that's going to be this chip right here. And as you can see, there's actually a sign that tells you that that chip is bad because there's a solder ball over there. So there is a solder ball. And that's a clear-cut sign that that's no good. So let's see. Let's remove that and see if our short circuit goes away. But remember, after that, we still have to deal with the fact that our PCH may have gotten a splash of 13 volts, and that would be no good. Watching you on my Hackintosh that won't fail due to some idiotic hardware Apple sells you for a few $1,000s. Good stuff. So that little solder ball gave us the hint that we needed to know that this was broken. And this is as broken as my tweezers. Oh my God, do you see how messed up those tweezers are? Jesus Christ. Thank you. I should buy some more. Every time I throw out a set, I'm going to buy 2 more. Okay, so let's, if that fixed our problem. Yep, much better. No more short circuit to ground. Impedance is going up. Very good. Now the chances of that. So let's. Man, this is gonna be lame. So first thing I gotta do is find a donor for that chip that I removed. Then put it on, and then pray that my PCH has not been destroyed as a result of it getting injected. I don't really crank it up to more than a volt on my power supply, so I'm not afraid that I killed anything with injecting voltage, since I kept it very low. And that's why you need to keep it low, because if you have one of those transistors for one of those low voltage power rails shorted, then even though you're injecting voltage into PP bus G3 hot, which is a rail that is 13 volts, if the transistor ahead of it is shorted, you're screwed. What do you suggest people who want to learn how to repair boards properly? School, self-learning, mentorships, also here's some tweezer money for you. Wow, thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I would recommend finding scrap boards and stuff that you can learn on that doesn't belong to somebody else. And watch Jess's videos, watch Chris Long's videos, STS Telecom's videos. Not school, but just watch that stuff and go from there. And don't watch the live stream stuff I do. Watch the playlist videos from the older playlist videos I did where I explain everything. I used to explain everything in detail, but after explaining the same thing like 1,300 times, I've gotten a little lazy with it. Okay, so let's see. Do we have a CSD 5888 9Q3D? U8000. Do I have a donor for you? Let's see if I have a donor for that on any of these other boards. Nope. Okay, any chance even on a different touch bar? Perhaps we do. Be right back. Okay. You. Why do I have the Aladdin song stuck in my head? Damn it. I had Aladdin for Game Boy. You know, I never beat it. For the first Game Boy. Oh. Damn, that is an easily removable pad. What the hell is that for that comes off so easy? That's not. You're trolling me. Thank you, Derek. Something tells me that's a troll. Let's see. In this pad over. That is actually not an empty pad. But that is some iPhone-ish pad there. If I knew that that was such a sissy, I would have been much nicer to it. I mean, I could have been nicer to that pad, but I wasn't aware that it was as shitty as an iPhone board. I just don't. I read the chat. It's just I don't like. I'm not gonna read every comment out loud. Anyway, no, but with these, I don't expect that the pads for a main power transistor are going to be that shitty. It's just I don't. But this is Apple. The light is going to fall. No, it's not. That's cut that out. You cut that. No. Okay, let's see. So this. How do pads adhere to the board? That's an excellent question. How does it carry current when copper is so thin? That's my question. That's. PP Bus G3 Hot is present. Is CPU vCore present? Nope. Is this power rail that we just fixed present? All right, so the power rail that we just repaired is present. We get 1 volt there. Please turn your notch filter on. What? So we fixed the power rail that was dead. We're getting 1 volt out of that. Let's see. Is the CPU powering on? GPU? You're dead as a dodo. I could replace the PCH, which means give it to Paul. Oh, what a sad little board. What a sad little board that's going to be given to... You want to replace a PCH on a touch bar?
What? We have one?
No.
Which chip? This one?
Yeah. That's actually about the size of an SMC.
We need a stencil.
What if you take it off of another board and put it on this one, but you drop it and you do it so that the balls stay on the board?
That never happens.
People claim it happens on the forum.
Happens. You always have 1 or 2 that came off on the chip.
Rest in pieces of dog shit. The PCH is like the North Bridge and the South Bridge in one. Think of it like that. So we're going to leave a note for this sad little board. I don't think so. Wait, no, I definitely didn't do that.
They're all broken.
I didn't solder the fan.
Somebody broke it off and soldered it all back on.
Oh, that wasn't me. I'm far too lazy to do that for a fan. Okay, what comes next in the list? That board is dead. That board needs PCH. That's... it's often used for inventory management. Repair Shopper works fine for me. And Magento's built-in one works for selling stuff on the online store. Okay, what comes next? So... Whoa. My love for your channel is stronger than my hate for the 2016-17 dongle book. Awesome videos and content. I love watching your videos when I get from homework from a software get home from work from a software dev in the San Francisco Bay Area. Professor Salamander. Thank you. That's really nice of you. Okay. So, which machine should I grab next? That's a boring one. That's a boring one. That's a boring one. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. That's a warranty. That's a boring one. All right. That's for Paul. Ron Fish. Thank you, Ron Fish. A1534 USB port sometimes doesn't work. Paul, let's see.
What?
Huh.
I love the A1534.
Yeah.
And it loves you.
Okay. All right. Next machine. Oh, crap. I must have missed something. Wow, I missed a lot. I heard a noise, so I know I missed something.
$2 with no note.
Oh man, sleepy. Enjoy watching your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Okay, this one came in the original box. My MacBook Pro has water damage from coffee. Is that water damage? That's coffee damage from coffee. You don't. How do you get water damage from coffee? I suppose coffee has or caffee, as they would say in Boston, has an element of water in it.
You got the water right there.
Water? Would you like some water with your coffee? Caffee. Ka. She's gonna kill me. Bastard. You missed changing the PCH, a 10-minute task for you. I have to get a PCH. Do you use QR stickers, or how do you track individual boards in your repair queue and storage? I use labels from a Dymo label printer that have the customer name and phone number on them, which is why I'm always trying to avoid them being on camera. And thank you. Do you think they made the bottom case of the new MacBooks annoying to open on purpose?
Probably. Because what's the point? It's not like it's gonna pop open on its own or something. You don't
And
have any more plastic things?
no, I ran out. Oh, thank you. So annoying. Ugh. Did you ever have to use these little pry tools to fix a BlackBerry?
No, I never fixed a BlackBerry.
Kids these days. You've never had. It's. Let me get the good pry tool. How does an expert do it? Oh. very easily. Aha. Thank you. Okay. I don't know how to open the bottom of an Apple computer. You're worried that one day they'll come up with a good thermally conductive potting resin they'll end up filling MacBooks with. I am not worried that Apple will ever come up with any good system of thermal conductance. That's not on the list of things that Apple's going to do. All right, so let's see what we get in this machine. And as always, unplug the battery. I want to see what the board produces on its own. Oh man, sleepy. All right, so it looks like this is a A1706 Touch Bar MacBook that's dead from a coffee spill. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that right for my Boston viewers. Coffee. Coffee. And all right, we're going to plug it in. A multimeter on the screen. And check out what voltage I get at Pepe Bus G3 Hot. My Pepe Bus is 13 volts, and that's great. Let's see, is my CPU turning on? My CPU is not turning on, but my CPU is warm. But my CPU is not turning on. My CPU has 0 volts. 0 volts, even though it's warm. All right, let's take everything out of here and see what's going on. Let's see. If you applied for an Apple Genius position, do you think someone somewhere down the line would recognize you and stop the hire before it happened? I would never get hired to begin with. I haven't ever had a job that was more than minimum wage, except for one that was at 12 bucks an hour, and that lasted for about a few weeks before I got fired. Huh? This isn't a job. No, it's not. I don't work here. Yeah, but that's not getting hired. I suppose, but that's not a job. I cheated. I couldn't find a job, so I made a job, but that's still cheating. But yeah. It's a hobby. Yeah, tell the IRS that. This is not a job, it's a hobby. Just opening these machines is so much work.
Louis, did you fix this one?
I don't know. What's wrong with that?
I mean, a bunch of pins are just not connected on the keyboard connector, I think. Yeah.
What's the name of
For
it?
the trackpad.
What's the name on it?
Check. It's Louis. This is bad. I have to replace the trackpad connector. It's beyond help. Do we have that connector? Let's hope.
If Lewis retired, he should run an e-waste company specializing in grinding up Apple products. That would be cool. No retirement for me for a while, though. Look at Agile Therapeutics stock.
By the way, this is the motherboard. How small is this thing?
Yeah, it looks like an iPad motherboard.
Almost like an iPhone. You also low-key failed the chip. Let's just assume that works.
Hmm?
You didn't do great on the chip. Let's see if we can alcohol it.
Someone says your mic is muted. Yes, it is. That's because I hit the mute button. Okay. What the hell is a Hades Canyon Nook? It's crazy how many screws you have to unscrew.
The cheap, you mean the ones that belong over here to the ultrasonic. The cheap flimsy ones. No, I don't. You could use these if you want. No, those need to not be used.
Mm.
That's why I put junk ones there so nobody's tempted to take them.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many screws you have to unscrew until you take apart a Dell L502X. What's up with mic noise? Mic noise is the ultrasonic cleaner being on. Okay. Upsy daisy out of the board. Alex Candy says the mic noise is the sound of the crest printing money. Correct.
No, that's coming out.
Do you inspect the chassis for liquid damage marks? No. You can see right on the board where they are. There's a bunch of coffee marks right over here. So we're going to take off these shields. That's not Big Pharma. Lewis lost money because Big Pharma works at the FDA and wants that patch to get approved as some Pfizer or Merck product. They're probably going to buy the company when it's worth 10 cents a share, get the IP, and then get it approved under their name less than a year from now. That's how that usually works.
They're more effective than this. Under the bigger chips, yeah. Like when you just put it in here, you see after you dry it, there seems to be like oozing out shiny stuff out from underneath the chips. That's the brand state. So I like to put it more powerful underneath the chips. And then you get back on. Yeah, it keeps refreshing it a little bit.
You put them back together. No, there's a minion. A minion will... Gross. Alright, so the chip itself is underfilled. So there's... Liquid cannot get under that chip. So there's no point in rehotting, bro, that. So no, don't rehot. Or reflow. I will scrape away the generalized corrosion in that area. And the remnants of Caffey. And let me just unplug the charge port so I can plug it in here. Someone says pharmaceutical research is a really low return on investment right now. Soon it won't be profitable at all. What makes you say that, Doragoon? Yeah. One heat pipe and two tiny fin stocks for 95 watts of heat. Yep. Wait, this is probably not. I don't think this is 95 watts of heat. This little crappy processor? I don't even think this is a quad core. Pretty certain this is dual. Okay. Let's plug this thing in. Now, wouldn't it be cool if scraping away that little nonsense made CPU vCore work? No, we're not that lucky. We can't just make it work magically just by doing that. Though wouldn't that be really cool? All right, let's see if our rails are present. So PP5VS5 is up next. PP5VS5 is present. Next. What's the next rail? We would want PP5VS4 to be present as well. How much would you charge the owner for this? No less than $425. Not a penny less. Does brick in your face still work? Are you talking about that song where that guy goes, I throw this brick in your face. Now what you gonna do with it? Okay, so it seems like that's missing. Let's see if the enable is present. It's not. PP3V3S5 is present. PP5VS4 is not present. The enable for PP5VS4 is not present either. Is PP5VS4 shorted to ground? It is not. Which means it's going to be some random corrosion somewhere, keeping it from turning on. And it's our job to hunt it and find it. I suppose I should look through the rest of the rails first, like PP3V3 G3 hot is important on this board. Yeah, let's make sure that that stuff's there first. PP3V3 there are new G3 hot rails on this board that I have to get acquainted with. Why do I have my meter set to AC volts? Alright, PP3V3 underscore G3 hot is 3.3. Now let's check our RTC rail. PP3VO underscore G3H. I put that brick in your face. Now what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Now what you gonna do with it? Yeah, that song is catchy. That and Gucci Mane's Bricks. Okay, my RTC voltage is present. RTC voltage is present. I don't know who the fuck you are, James Carto, so... let's see, what comes next in the list of rails? We have CPU stuff. We have S3s, but I can't get to S3s because I don't even have the... Oh, sad.
So it's a 1398?
This board does not have PM Sleep S5L. This is a sad little board with no S5L. See, do we have one V8 sus? Sleepy. I turn this. Damn, now those are some crooked looking capacitors. Those are as crooked as I would solder them. Well, PP1V8 sus is present. Ultrasonic Cleaner is gonna fix this, because hell if I am. Alright, we can always take a look over something like, let's see. I mean, the only thing on this board that's corroded is this. If you look closely, and it's for charging, which is why I'm kind of confuddled. Here. Alright, so the only thing on this board that got any water that's visible is this section. Now, if we look up what those resistors under are for, the ones that look really nasty here, they're not really important. Wait a second. Are they? Oh, yeah. Okay, SPI, but that's Thunderbolt SPI. I don't care about Thunderbolt SPI. Maybe I should. Should I care about Thunderbolt SPI? Maybe I should give a little care. The CPU and BIOS is bound together, but you can easily fix that by redoing the ME region. By easily, I mean pain in the ass, but you'd have to... Thank you for all you do. Have a burrito on me. Thank you, David. Okay. Let's see. Let's flux up that area a little bit. See you later, FPO mod. Alright. Let's make those resistors great again. Or just knock them off the board altogether. That'll do as well. When in doubt, just knock it off the board. It's a 3.3 kilo-ohm 201 resistor. We're soldering left-handed. Thank you for the best live lessons. Oh, thank you, Sammy. Oops. That'd be easier. All right. Wonder if that made any bit of difference. If it didn't, then hopefully Mr. Ultrasonic Cleaner will. So we're going to plug this in. No. Still dead. Yeah, so that wasn't for much or nothing. Nothing else on this board looks corroded. Oh. Lame. Alright. What do you think the chances are the ultrasonic cleaner is just going to fix it for me? That would be so cool. Let's see what happens there. So we're going to rely on the cleaner. Hopefully the cleaner will fix what the idiot can't. Smells like burning. I love having a cleaner that actually fits the boards properly.
Yeah, the other ones don't do that.
Okay, I should toss this one in as well. And this. What the? I can fit more than one in here. Whoops. Where's the tweezers that used to be here? Oh, this. There we go. Don't touch that. That cleaner fluid is no good for you. What's wrong with that one?
This is your iFix and repair.
Oh, you found the trackpad connector?
Well, we have a donor.
How bad is it?
The donor?
The trackpad connector.
Oh, it's really. Oh, to change, it's a pain in the ass. I don't think you could do it by iron. I'm gonna have to heat it back on.
Seriously?
Yeah. Because there's two
Let's
rows.
see.
One in the front, one in the back. Front one's all underneath it.
So that's what that looks like. Oh, the microscope camera's on. That's cool. That's the trackpad connector on an A1534. Hey, my ad's not showing up properly on that scene. There we go, proper shilling. Okay, high pass, fine. They say that you're being stingy with the flux.
There
What are you heating?
The bottom.
Oh. Oh, you said it's preheated to get the new one on.
Yes.
I get it. Oops.
Well, you have to put things back on.
Yeah. That is an A1534 trackpad connector.
Why'd you leave the Wi-Fi?
Huh?
Why'd you leave this on?
Hey, it's a waste of time to take it off. Soldered?
Soldered.
No plastic melted?
No plastic melted.
No CPU dead?
Huh?
No CPU dead? No
Hopefully not.
no underfilled chips broken? Is there anything underfilled around there?
I sure hope not.
Just angry tantalum capacitors.
The whole board is hot. This board is just one giant heat sink.
What?
You bastard. I have to move that board over to the left before I... Yeah. How difficult is it to change a RAM chip on the back? A RAM chip on the back? What do you mean? What does RAM chip on the back mean?
Of what, this thing?
Oh, you mean on the A1534? That's probably a nightmare. The hard part is after you put new RAM memory in and it doesn't work, which one of the 32 RAM chips that you soldered is the one that's no good? That's why I don't... There's no fun way to answer that question. Oh, the sound's not that bad. You know, I'll lower the low pass even more for you. There you go. Pure cutoff. Is that the old connector?
That's the old connector.
You're
No,
gonna...
I didn't do any damage to it taking it off. That's what was on there.
That was all franchise. Franchise. Do you want a touch bar with missing PM Sleep S5L?
That's CPU. That's CPU.
Yeah, but we have a Zelmo downstairs.
Can we get a touch bar CPU since they're brand new?
Can you just reball the existing one?
Can we contact Intel and get a CPU?
Rehot the existing one. Why does it...
You don't
interesting.
need the Zalmo to rehot.
This thing doesn't adjust light. Crap, I have to... How do you turn off auto f-stop?
You have backlighting conditions. It's the worst type.
What?
The Windows-
Yeah, but I don't know how to turn off auto f-stop. I have auto ISO turned off. Yeah, maybe the photographer will figure that one out.
It should say auto exposure.
Okay. What's next? This has been a series of boring streams. Oh, yeah. I'll take it.
Is it on both sides? I flipped that one.
Hey, you're supposed to wear
I flipped this one.
You have no gloves on.
No.
Your Branson EC is this like Drano. You wash your hands.
Okay.
What? What?
Wait. What? Wash my hands.
What's that? What? What?
What?
Cut that shit out. Water.
What was that?
Water.
Brake clean? Or,
Ugh.
carburetor cleaner?
You wash your hands with a carburetor cleaner?
Yeah. This man.
Seriously? You can do that?
I have
Do you smell that?
for many years.
I can't believe you just did that. Not... I can't believe you just did that. You just wash your hands with carburetor cleaner on a property that's under my workman's comp account. How the Why would you do such a thing?
Because it works.
So when's the last time you used soap?
When I had breakfast this morning.
Would you use carburetor cleaner for the thing I talked about in the tech drive video?
What's that?
For wiping...
No. No.
Why? If it's good enough to wash your hands.
That burns.
Alright, next machine. Crap. I went to pick up the next machine, but I think a fan walked in, so I ran back here to hide. Like I saw somebody, they had that twinkle in their eye outside, like I recognize them. No. Can you grab the next machine?
Where is it? What is it?
Anything in the new slot?
No, I'm coming back with a touch bar.
I'll take a touch bar. That's fine. Oh. What did he do to my camera? Why is my ISO set to 640? Oh, what'd you do? What'd you do? Huh. Are you shy, Lewis? No, I just don't want to meet. I don't want to meet anybody that's smiling and twinkling to meet me. It's weird. It's always weird. It's always weird to meet somebody that looks at me like, hey. If somebody walks in like that, I instantly run away. It's just too weird. It's too weird. It's so fucking weird. Can't. Okay. You brought a touch bar.
You told me to.
Doesn't charge. The battery's liquid damaged. The end. Right, the CPU has corrosion on it.
Here, now I'm using soap.
Interesting point of order. Monster Energy works better for cleaning up garage meshes than carburetor cleaner. Is that true?
Monster Energy drink?
Yeah.
I've never drank it. I don't know what it is.
It's like Red Bull. Which is like more caffeine.
That 2+2 gum cutter is the best stuff I've ever come across.
Oh. Alright, this has a service battery icon. You troll, this isn't a board repair? I'll bring it back. See if the weird person left yet. They did? Thank God.
Want me to do that?
Oh, let's see if there's anything boring in this box. Smells like carburetor cleaner.
Everybody's yelling about your static. Did you go add out of range, or did your battery go dead?
Huh? Maybe going out of range on this causes that to happen. Oh, crap. Jesus Age Crypto Christ. Crypto Christ. Whoops. Okay. So I shouldn't walk that far out of range then. I guess I have to turn Squelch on. Whoops. Oh, sorry about that. I'll have to configure Squelch. This is a new receiver. Oh, bad. There's a lot of angry people there. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's rage. That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. Damn Sennheiser. I don't understand why the default out of range noise on this would be screeching, deafening sound. Really? I mean, I would get that from some cheap ass piece of crap, but Sennheiser? This is a EW100G3. Like, why? Just why? Why? Also, why does it go out of range that quickly? That's lame. Alright, so this looks pretty disgusting. And it's got rice in it. Oh my god. .42 volt regulator appears to be covered in cum. JTAG connector's got a little bit of spooge in it. Let's get this board out. Do you think the sperms inside the machine are still alive? It's always possible. Delicious sullied MacBook board. Indeed. Has Lewis ever soldered a brand new JTAG connector in place? No. Never. Hear that? Sperm gluing the fan to the board? Ugh. Alright, this is going to be disgusting on the other side. Rice doing what Rice does best. Look at that. It fucking fixed it, man. Look at that. Look at that Rice. Yeah, that clock chip's totally functional. That's great. It looks like you put you attached a dildo to my fucking 25 megahertz crystal. It's great. That's totally gonna fix everything wrong with this board. Yep. Yep. It'll turn on now, I'm sure. Fan spin. All right. So this is one of those boards that I think should get tossed through the cleaner. This is kind of gross all around. Ultrasonic it is. All right, time for some food. Sorry, today's stream was kind of boring. Nothing really interesting, exciting, investigative. Maybe tomorrow's will be more fun. But until the next one, that's about it. And as always, I hope you learned something.